On this episode, we talk about the guest's experience, our team's culture, and pricing our services. And also, I got new scissors. Ask away. It's F&F Q&A. Hey everybody, welcome to F&F Q&A episode 46. As always, I'm Benjamin J. Thank you for checking out the show. I am really excited. I got my new Mizutani DB20s in the matte black finish. I had been using the Mizutani Beaks, which I did really like. That's a 5.5 inch blade. This is a 6.2. The Beak has a very slim blade though, so sometimes with like really thick hair, I felt like I was really having to like push through it in order to get it done. But this I just feel like has so much more power. Plus it's always awesome when you get a new pair of scissors. So like I'm just in love with them. They're just gonna hang out here with me. You can check them out. We do have them up in the Form and Function store if you want to look at them. But they're awesome. They're awesome. May 2nd, I am hosting our first business freestyle. This is a complimentary event, business event, for those of you that have been supporting the show, the academy, coming and checking us out. It's a very limited amount of space, but we're going to do a little bit of a breakfast serving. Then we are going to have a featured discussion on millennial motivation and trying to really get this next generation productive, engaged, excited. And then we're just going to do some Q&A and hang out. It's going to be a lot of owners. It is owners and managers exclusive. But it's always great to get to network with other people, similar situations, sharing information. Everybody helps everybody. So with that, let's get into this week's questions.
This owner asks, what do you think about serving alcohol in the salon?
I just can't stop looking at these. My feeling is, I personally am not a fan of it. The reason that I'm not a fan of it really just comes down to the responsibility that it then puts on the business. You know, I know that people enjoy it from a relaxation and an experience standpoint, and I am almost always the person that says, if it creates a better experience, go for it. My concern is always, now what is my responsibility? If the guest is driving from the salon and they get into an accident, I don't want to be any part of that situation. Probably more realistically though, I don't want a guest to mix their, maybe their alcohol and a medication that they're not supposed to be on, or to simply just be in a state of mind that they say they want their hair to be one thing, and then they get home and they don't like it, and then then again it comes back to us of, well, you did it wrong, even though it was what they asked for, and now we have this whole fixing, adjusting situation going on. There are plenty of salons that do it, that seem to have a great time with it, and the guests enjoy it. I'm seeing more and more grocery stores adding bars to their shopping experience. My thought is that if you need a drink while you're grocery shopping, that seems like maybe a bad situation. But for me personally, it's not my thing. But if you're interested in adding it, I would look into the price of the licensing and then also check with your insurance to see if your rates are going to change.
When the recession hit, I offered $70 haircuts for $43 without a style afterwards for those who couldn't afford it. Today, I book the same amount of time for a wet or dry cut, but I'm having people decline a style and expect a lower price. I think it should be the same price, styled or not. What do you think?
I think it's really commendable that you cared so much about your clients and your guests when the recession hit, that you found a creative way to solve the problem, right? Because if they couldn't afford a $70 haircut, they still needed a haircut, but they were going to find somewhere else to go. So I definitely congratulate you on doing that, and I'm sure that your clients have appreciated it. The problem is that your clients have appreciated it so much that they still want it now, whatever it's been, 7 or 8 years later. This is going to be a weird analogy, but when I go to Subway and I order my Italian BMT, I can either get it with everything or nothing, but it's still a $5 footlong. And so that is kind of the same theory that I apply to our menu. So now our menu is, our haircuts start at $50 and it's a cut in style. Some people do ask, well, if I only get the cut, actually just yesterday, right? Somebody just yesterday did the same thing. She asked If I don't get it washed, if I don't get it blow dried, I just need it trimmed, how much is it? It's $50. Even if I don't get it washed, it's $50. But I don't need it styled, it's $50. It's their choice to decline what comes with the service. You know, if you go to a hotel and you say, no, I don't need a wake-up call, or I don't need the beds turned or anything like that, it's still the same price for the room. And so I would say, now that things have gotten better, and if you had set it up on your menu as a cut and style or a cut, you have two options. Either charge the full amount all the time, or start to specifically book $43 for haircut, $70 for cut and style, and when people are booking, really confirm exactly what services they're going for. I think it's easier though to just say cut and style $70. If they decline the style, that's up to them and their choice, but it's still going to be the $70 because you're booking the same amount of time for the service.
What do you do for employee appreciation?
Culture is going to be the foundation of the business, right? How the team feels when they come to work is super important. And it's really a topic that I could go really, really in depth on. It is something that we're going to go over in our business freestyle, covering millennial motivation, because company culture is a huge part of what millennials are looking for today when they're choosing where to work. And so making sure that everybody understands how much they are appreciated is a really important thing. I know that there are old school people that are going to say, you know, you work here, that's enough appreciation. And it's not, because they could work anywhere, buddy. And so what do? This Monday is a great example. We're having a team outing. We're going to this thing here in Chicago called Whirly Ball. It's kind of like polo in bumper cars. So we've rented the courts for a couple of hours. We're going to play, probably go have lunch. We do weekly meetings where we celebrate everybody's victories. You know, who had the best week, who had the most new requests, who sold the most amount of take-home products. We celebrate Yelp reviews. When somebody gets a good Yelp, we make sure to blast it out so that everybody on the team can celebrate that. It's actually a lot of little things. And it's not necessarily like, oh, well, we're going to buy them gift cards so that they can go out to dinner. Or, you know what? She's worked really hard. I'm going to get her a new pair of scissors. It's not that. It's the acknowledgement that when people work hard, that you do something to say, hey, great job. You know, I really appreciate you staying late today. Those small things add up. You know, appreciation goes a lot further than just another dollar when it comes to their paychecks. And I think that some people that are caught in that old school mindset really need to learn that there's a difference in what this next generation is looking for. So with that, if you're interested in coming to the Business Freestyle on May 2nd, I'd love to have you. You can inbox me questions or your RSVP to classes@ffsaloneducation.com. You can also just put questions that you want on the show in the same email or separate email, same address. But I want to thank you for watching the show. I'd love it if you would subscribe or share with your stylist friends, your owners. With all of that said, I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much.